Hey Internet, Jesse and J-Lock, Heritage Guitars, answering an age-old question that we get from you customers all the time.
All the time on the phone.
What's the difference between a CE24 and a CE24 semi-hollow? Or which one should you buy? Now, there's three main differences here. 1, price. 2, weight. And 3, obviously,
What's it sound like? Yeah.
tone difference.
Yep.
So, first, the price. This guy is $22.99 as of end of 2021, 2022. About $2,300. The semi-hollows are $23.99.
Yeah.
So you're only talking a $100 difference. There used to be a bigger gap between the two, which was kind of silly. And now, I mean, $100 difference, not bad at all.
Yeah, especially if you're looking for certain things. It's
This
not
vibe. We'll get
obscene.
there. Okay, next is weight. This exact guitar is 6.8 pounds. This exact guitar is 7.8 pounds. A pound difference is a lot.
Yeah.
When you're talking 3 hours on your shoulder, 4 hours on your shoulder at a
That's a lot of weight
gig,
over time.
yep, you can definitely feel it, and your massage therapist probably can too. In general, you know, every piece of wood is different. Every guitar is different, so it's not always going to be a full
There's
pound.
a threshold that the weight comes into.
These ones we were seeing in general at high 6 pound range.
Yep.
These ones we were seeing at, you know, 7.5 to 8 pound range.
But yeah, so half pound, a pound.
Yeah.
It's not, it does add up, but it's
Exactly.
in that kind of range.
Now on our website, every guitar is listed individually, and everyone has the weight listed individually as well. So if you want to, pop down the description below. You can click through the website and see all the CEs that we have in stock, which are a lot because we're a PRS top 10 dealer.
Exactly.
And you can pick which one. So third, and most importantly, is obviously,
What's it sound like?
exactly.
Why is it different?
Right, is it actually any different? And this is the thing that we can't describe over the phone.
No.
So we're going to hand it over to our fancy boy Jay here, and he is going to give us a baseline on the non-semi-hollow CE first.
Cool.
Your thoughts?
They're a little different. It's not as drastic as I thought. I mean, you can definitely tell this is a little darker. There's definitely a little warmer, we'll say.
I would say maybe a touch darker, maybe a touch warmer, a touch more resonance.
Yeah, I think
I would dare
the
say.
lower mids on this are a lot more controlled, and that could just be because you don't have as much of that kind of semi-hollow low end.
Yep.
So it depends on the kind of player you are, honestly. Like, that kind of dictates how I would approach using them, in a sense. Not to say that you couldn't get away with either of these doing very close to the same sounds post the guitar EQing and all that.
I would agree. I would say they're not terribly different at the end of the day.
No.
I think I would almost buy one of these more so on a weight difference if I'm a person that's
it
important
kind
in
of
weight.
seems like the selling point.
And I don't know if I would necessarily. I mean, look at a semi-hollow guitar is always going to have a little bit more of that airiness, a little more of that resonance to it, which I think this does have. If
Yeah,
you're that type of person,
for sure.
for a little bit more money, you can have that. But I don't think that there's really some like, oh, you know, if I get the wrong one, like you're not going to go wrong with either guitar.
But
Let's say it
there is
that
something
way.
to be said, like, you know, if you're strictly like a metal rock guy, I would probably lean on this guy just because it's going to be fine. You're going to have a little less low end that you don't have to deal with getting weird with gain. If you're like if you want to do darker jazz stuff, like obviously this is the end of the spectrum that you kind of lean to. So
it's not a massive difference, makes a difference, and it's only $100 different.
yeah,
So I feel like at that point,
pretty much up to you.
You know,
guys.
if you're playing bluesy stuff, if you're playing even a lot of rock stuff, I think could sound
Yeah.
great on that
Oh,
guitar.
yeah.
But I wouldn't say that this guitar is a 335 killer.
No.
I wouldn't
No,
say
no,
it's.
no, no,
I
no.
wouldn't say
No,
it's
no.
really made to compete. It's not that semi-hollow. It's just a little bit
Yeah.
that's routed out in there. I wouldn't put it against.
They're like siblings, right?
A
They're
Gretsch. I wouldn't put it
little
against a
different.
335. Yeah, it's just that's not what this is competing with.
No,
I think
oh,
it's just a
yeah,
little
no.
bit of variation in
Yep.
the weight and the tone. Simple as that. So I would say if you're a clean player, if you're a bluesy guy, if you're a funky guy,
Yep.
any
jazz
of those
stuff or any of those things.
types of things, definitely go for the semi-hollow. If the weight really matters to you, look, at the end of the day, you can always change a lot with your amp, right?
Yeah, this is
So if
flat and straight through. So it's
exactly.
like-
So if you're really one of those weight, consistent guys that you need that as light as you got a bad back, get a semi-hollow. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so different that it's going to like ruin your tone if you have the right amp settings.
No.
If you want that weight savings for $100 more, save your back.
Yeah, exactly.
But otherwise, if you want to play some gain, if you want to have a little bit more rock and roll type of sound in general, definitely the normal CE is for you,
Yeah.
for sure. Other than that, all the colors are the same. I mean, the pickups are the same. Everything else is the same.
They're really. It's almost like it's like a really good sibling guitar, right? They're different, but they're very close.
It would almost be nice to have both.
to have them.
I know, it wouldn't make any sense, but y'all want to. It's just how it goes.
That's the PRS. That's the Kool-Aid right there.
Exactly. If
One,
you
get
drink the Kool-Aid,
five.
you're going to buy both of these. So on that excitement, it's time to end. Both of these guitars are for sale on our website, and we'll have a lot more. We have to sell a lot of CEs and a lot of cool custom colors like these are as well. Link in the description below. Subscribe for more cool videos, comparisons of PRSs and all different guitars. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
See you guys.